guys, let's go ahead and just jump into this look. We are doing an Alexa DEMIE inspired look. So I think I'm just gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape, and mine is in light medium. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a little bit of that and conceal my lids. And I'm just gonna take this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Artist something sponge. So I'm just gonna blend this out evenly. Now I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. And I'm gonna take the shade Pregame, which is this light one down here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and set my eyelids with that. I'm gonna take this shade from the JUVIA'S palette. I'm gonna take this shade. And what I'm gonna do is focus this color on the outer corners and then the crease. And I'm doing this very, very softly. You can see I'm holding my brush almost at the end. And this is gonna give you a lighter touch. If you were to hold it closer, you're gonna get more of that pigment on there. So I am now gonna go in with an angled brush. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a dark brown and I'm gonna just give myself an angled eyeliner going just straight up towards my temples. You don't want to go straight out this way because that's just gonna bring the eye this way. It's not going to lift it, and the ultimate goal is to give ourselves that very lifted, sculpted look, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to line the brush with my lower lash line, and then I'm gonna bring it all the way up. I mean, not all the way, obviously. So just like that, and then I'm gonna turn my brush around, and then I'm gonna go back down this way. So now that I have that shadow liner on, I'm gonna go in back with the Morphe M441, and I'm not gonna go in with any additional product. What I'm gonna do is just buff what I just added on with the brush. So for the outer corner, what I'm doing is angling my brush down, and I'm just going right at the top of the liner instead of going straight down here, because if I go straight down here, it's going to disrupt that very clean line that we have. And again, I'm going in with a very soft hand. We want it to be very noticeable that we have a liner there, but also buffing a little bit of that out because we are going in with black liner. Okay, so now that that is all blended out, what I'm gonna do is continue building that up, and I'm gonna take a dark brown, darker than the last one. So I'm gonna go in with Cypress Umber from the Soft Glam palette, which is this color here, and then I'm gonna build off of what we already have. So I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna go into Cypress Umber, and I am gonna keep this a little bit closer to the lash line. I'm not gonna bring it as high as I did the first color. So keeping it pretty tight to the lash line, I'm gonna line the lash line first. And then I'm going back in with the M441 and doing the exact same thing, going straight in and buffing all of that out. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more of a precise brush, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to buff all of this out, especially everything that's on the eyelid. I'm not focusing so much on the winged part. I'm just focusing on buffing everything out that's on the eyelid. So pretty much your eye should look like this. Now what I'm gonna do is go in with the Sephora High Precision Eyeliner. So I did a very, very thin line of the eyeliner, and now I'm taking a very precise pencil brush. This is the Morphe E36. And I'm just going into the eyeliner and I'm just gonna buff it out. I'm going to take some lashes. These are the iconic Lites from House of Lashes. What I'm gonna do is actually cut off that inner corner because we want the focus to be right at the end of the lash to bring that cat eye effect. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take my little scissors. So I'm just going to take off the very, very inner piece, which is just about this much. It's just very tiny. So I think what I'm gonna prime with is the Maybelline Master Prime. This is the Blur and Smooth one. Rub it on the tips of my fingers. And then I'm just gonna press that into the skin. I think I'm gonna go in with the MAKIAGE Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. My shade is in 60. And then I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and just pounce that into my skin. I'm gonna take my Instant Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline. I'm just gonna take that with my brush, and then I'm gonna just conceal under my eyes. Now you want to keep in mind when you're doing your concealer for this specific look, if you're wanting to go for that very defined snatched look, you want to bring the concealer all the way up to the temples because that is exactly what's going to bring the eye up. And then I'm going to take my beauty sponge and blend that out. As you can see, that helped bring up the eye so much. I'm looking hella snatched right now. So I'm gonna take some of that concealer and I'm gonna put some on my chin. We want to even out the brightness on the face, so don't neglect your chin, your forehead, and of course the bridge of the nose. Tapping out those creases under my eyes, and then I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder just to set that under eye. I'm also gonna grab some of that translucent powder and tap out those creases. I have very, very prominent smile lines, so I'm just gonna tap that out, and then I'm gonna put some powder. And then while I'm at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and set the face so we can move on to highlight and bronzer. To bronze, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. I'm gonna go in with a LUXIE 514. This is technically a blush brush, but I actually really like it for bronzing. Now I'm going to take the highlight from the same palette and just highlight the very, very, very top of my cheekbones. Taking a pointed brush and I'm grabbing some of that highlight and I'm just gonna highlight my Cupid's bow. I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and some translucent powder, and I'm just going to sculpt those cheeks. I'm gonna leave that on while I finish the eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the unnamed brush. I have no idea what brush this is. There's no name on it. I'm gonna start with Burnt Orange from the Soft Glam palette, and I'm just gonna buff it on the lower lash line. And then I'm also gonna go in with Sienna. I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline with the Anti-Precision pencil in Trooper Black. And then going back in with that same brush and the shade Rustic, I'm gonna go ahead and buff that out. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm taking this pointed, what is this? An angled brush, and I'm only gonna use the very, very pointed part because I have a little tiny blemish right here and it's a little raised. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Cypress Umber from the Soft Glam palette. It's a very dark brown, and I'm just gonna put that right on there, and then right here also. And then I'm gonna accentuate the beauty marks that I have on my lips. I have literally on like each corner, so I'm just gonna accentuate those because I really like them, but they're covered with the foundation right now and I can slightly see them. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a fluffy brush like this, and I'm gonna take some setting powder, and then I'm just gonna go over them. We want this to just be very natural. So I went in with the ColourPop Taurus Lip Liner. I didn't realize my microphone was off, so yeah, I'm just lining my lips, filling in the corners, and then I'm gonna go in with MAC. I think this is Crème D'Nude. So I'm just gonna go in and tap this on. And I'm just tapping on my lips just to blend out any harsh lines because the lip liner is significantly darker than the lipstick. And I'm doing this on purpose because in the picture, she has a very like chola-ish vibe to the lip, and I love that. I always do my lips that way. My best friend literally calls me a chola, but I love it. I love the look. I think it's cute. It's different. Oh, I didn't do my eyebrows. What the hell? How did I forget about my eyebrows? I think I'm gonna keep it pretty light on the eyebrows. I'm just gonna go in with the Benefit Gimme Brow, and the shade I use is 4.5. So I'm just gonna brush this through my eyebrows. Finishing off the eyebrows, I'm going in with a 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. I'm gonna move on to hair. So I feel like she has a part in her hair. It's not like super visible, but I definitely see it. So I think I'm gonna part on this side. And I mean, it's all coming back, and I don't know, like I feel like I see a part, but it's not like super visible. I'm gonna spray my hair down a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of mousse. I don't have any gel, so I'm just improvising. I'm just gonna smooth all these little flyaways. If you can see my grays right now, mind your own business. I don't want to hear it. So I'm bringing everything back and down because it's a low bun, or at least that's what it looks like to me. So we're just gonna go with it. And then she does have like her little baby hairs. Grab a little bit of mousse, and I'm just grabbing these little hairs, and I'm pretty much just plastering them to my forehead, just like that. And then I'm gonna take a spoolie, if I can find one. I'm gonna spray a little bit of hairspray onto the spoolie, and then I'm going to just brush these down and over. And then on this side, the side that's going like swept this way and back, she's got a little tiny hair that just like goes and makes like a little loop, which is so like random but so cute. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take this comb and I'm just gonna grab a little tiny piece of hair. I'm going to let this hang here while I tie my hair back. I'm gonna comb all of this back. Now that that's tied, I grabbed a little bit more mousse, and I'm grabbing this, smoothing it with the mousse that's in my hand, and then I'm gonna stick my finger here, right where the hair is. You can see that. And then I'm just gonna loop it around my finger. I'm going to cover my face, my eyes, and all my makeup, and I'm gonna spray that down. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that and like kind of tap the hairspray. And then I'm gonna spray here where I put the rest of the little hair that was hanging out, and just smooth it with my finger. And you wanna be very gentle because if we pull too hard, we're gonna drag this back. We want it to stay there. And that is the finished hair. I do have a shirt on. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I'm so happy with this look. I had so much fun recreating it. If you have any requests for any recreations that you want to see me create, please comment down below. Let me know what you want me to recreate next. I'm having a lot of fun with these, and I think that I'm gonna make this like a regular thing on my channel. Get the look kind of thing. So yeah, anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one. I think my next video is going to be an Ulta haul, so come back for that. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, and thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you all on the next one. Like, wow. Like, I'm cute. Just poke the shit out of my eye. I'm gonna do this look and wear these gloves everywhere. Like, what? Wear these gloves for what reason? I don't know.